Hello to you all. This is an introduction of African economy. The continent of Africa is blessed and full of natural resources, as from the north to the south and the east to the west. For mineral resources in one hand, there are diamonds, gold, iron ore, bauxite, aluminium, uranium, phosphate, and many others. On the other hand, there are varieties of agricultural produce and fertile soil. As for tourism, it is full of wildlife, sea creatures, beautiful landscape, woodland, deep forests, waterfalls, lakes, running water from hills to the valleys, the wonderful sea view, the cloud, the snow, the rainbow reflecting on the mountain from end to end, the inactive volcanic mountains, the sand dune, the desert, and the semi-arid areas. You may find all these natural resources in the continent of one race Africa. But yet, the Africans are dying of hunger, drought, malnutrition, immigrating to other continents for survival. If the question is to be answered, who are responsible for the impoverishment of African economy? Let us look into the economy of each one of the countries in Africa. Then you may give your opinion if wish. The world is part of Africa, and Africa is part of the world we live in. Do not destroy the wonders and beauties of our only beloved earth. Thank you so much. Economy of Ghana. In July 2013, International Enterprise Singapore opened its 38th global office in Accra to develop trade and investment on logistics, oil and gas, aviation, transportation, and consumer sectors. Singapore and Ghana also signed 4 bilateral agreements to promote public sector and private sector collaboration, as Ghana aims to predominantly shift its economic trade partnership to East Asia and Southeast Asia. The economic center is International Enterprise Singapore's second office in Africa, coming 6 months after opening in Johannesburg in South Africa in January 2013. Tema Harbour is Africa's largest man-made harbour. The 2 harbours operated by the state-owned Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Takoradi and Tema handle goods and exports for Ghana. There are also traffic junctions where goods are transshipped. The Tema Harbour handles the majority of the nation's export cargo, and most of the country's chief export is shipped from Takoradi. Natural resources. Known for its industrial minerals, Ghana is the world's 7th largest producer of gold. It is designated the 2nd largest producer of gold on the African continent, behind the designated 1st South Africa. Ghana has the 9th largest reserve of diamonds, and it is also the 9th largest producer of diamonds in the world, with Brazil having the 10th largest reserve of diamonds in the world and being the 10th largest producer. Industrial minerals and export from South Ghana are gold, silver, timber, diamonds, bauxite, and manganese. South Ghana also has a great deposit of clays, dolomite, granite, gravel, gypsums, iron ores, laterites, and limestones, magnesite, marbles, micas, phosphate, phosphorus, rocks, salt, sands, sandstones, silver, slates, and uranium that are yet to be fully exploited. Moreover, Ghana produces and exports an abundance of hydrocarbons such as sweet crude oil and natural gas. The government of Ghana has drawn up plans to nationalize Ghana's entire petroleum and natural gas reserves to increase government's revenue. Forestry. Ghana contains evergreen and semi-deciduous forests consisting of trees such as mahogany, odium, ebony, and it also contains much of Ghana's oil palms and mangroves with sea trees, baobabs, and acacias found in the northern part of Ghana. Terrain. Ghana is characterized in general by low physical relief and the rock system that underlies most of the nation has been worn down by erosion almost to a plain. Lake Volta, with artificial surface area, is the largest reservoir and lake in the world. It drains into the Gulf of Guinea on the Atlantic Ocean. Volta River has three tributaries: the Black Volta, the White Volta, and the Red Volta. Ghana is drained by a large number of streams and rivers. In addition, there are a number of coastal lagoons, the huge man-made Lake Volta and Lake Bosui on the southeast of Kumasi, and which has no outlet to the sea. In the wetter south and southwest areas of Ghana, the river and stream pattern is denser, but in the northern area of Wahoo Plateau, the pattern is much more open, making access to water more difficult. Several streams and rivers also dry up or experience reduced flow during the dry seasons of the year, while flooding during the rainy seasons is common. Navigation on the Volta River has changed significantly since 1964. Construction of the dam at Akosombo, about 80 kilometers upstream from the coast, created the vast Lake Volta and the associated 1,020 megawatt hydroelectricity generated from Akosombo supplies Ghana, Togo, and Benin. In the early part of the 20th century, the prow was used extensively to float timber to the coast for export. This trade is now carried by road and rail transportation. A number of rivers are found to the east of the prow. The two most important are the Densu and Ayensu, both of which rise in the Atewa range and which are important as sources of water for Accra and Winneba respectively. A number of small streams flow into Lake Bosui, but there is no drainage from it. Apart from providing an opportunity for fishing for local inhabitants, the lake serves as a tourist attraction